Three blind men stumbled upon an elephant. The first blind man, after he ran to his side, described the elephant as being just like walls. The second blind man, after reaching around his leg, said, "It's nothing like walls at all, it's a pillar." The third blind man said, "Pillars don't have hair, it's like a rope," as he grabbed the elephant's tail. How often do we argue about a few small details, while in fact if we step back and see the whole picture, we would save a lot of debate. You've been given the tail of this elephant, so let me give you the rest of the pieces. As a spokesperson for American Airlines, I know firsthand all of their policies and procedures for handling crisis in situations similar to the one that occurred April 10th. I have also been privy to several conversations with all those involved regarding what took place. Not long ago, a video surfaced that seemed to show an innocent man being dragged out from one of our flights. What you don't see is the rest of the picture. What led to this incident and other factors involved. This man was not targeted or randomly selected to be mistreated or abused. He was not physically assaulted. A flight was overbooked and passengers were asked to give up their seat for crew members. When he was asked to do this, he became belligerent, refused, and was hostile and aggressive towards the staff. Actions were then taken to quickly and effectively deal with the problem that he was presenting. And although our best efforts were made to resolve the issue, a small detail was portrayed as the whole picture, and this situation has been judged and criticized by only a small piece of what actually happened. While appropriate actions were taken, we cannot control all of the factors of any unfolding situation. The situation occurred and escalated due to the passenger's response to a polite request to unboard the plane. The passenger immediately became defensive when he was asked to step off the plane, and as you have seen in the video, he started yelling and refusing to move. He became physical with the flight attendants and security personnel. He shoved and pushed them away from him, screaming the entire time. Even after the initial incident, when he was finally removed from the plane, he continued to be hostile and combative, and ran back onto the plane where he was not supposed to be. Due to the threatening nature of this situation, steps were needed to be taken by all of the staff in order to ensure the safety of the rest of the passengers on this flight. Many other people were being affected by the way that this man was acting, and their safety was our number one priority. There were 70 other passengers plus crew and staff on that plane who needed to be safe and unharmed. The passenger became violent and enraged, and that needed to be controlled before he was able to harm anyone else. Without quickly resolving this situation, it would have led to delays for all of these passengers and other complications such as connecting flights being missed. The passengers would have all had to be deboarded and other flights would have had to have been found for them, which is not feasible for that large amount of people. Many fake and false, inaccurate statements have been made about the situation and how it was handled. The incidents that occurred were in no way racially motivated. Racial profiling and discrimination played absolutely no role in choosing this man to be removed from the flight. And selection was made based on a very accurate formula that we use that includes things such as layover time, the price the passenger paid for their ticket, and the amount of time that they would have to wait for another flight. Had this passenger not reacted in the way that he did, he would have been deboarded just like all the 3 other passengers who did not act this way, and it would have been peaceful. With the full picture of events that actually occurred, you can begin to understand and have a fair and unbiased assessment of how this situation was actually handled by all those involved. There were many other things that contributed to the situation happening the way that it did. Protocols were followed and all staff acted in a professional manner. However, due to the actions of this one passenger, things escalated and actions had to be taken by security with the best intention of all the passengers in mind to ensure their safety. Just as if three blind men only felt one piece of the elephant, you have been given misleading, inaccurate, and incomplete information. So now that you know the whole story and can see the situation as it is, you can judge it and base your future opinions of United Airlines on this information. Thank you.